strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange, people are strange. When you're a stranger, faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. Alright, yeah. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. Hey everybody, how's it going? Been a madhouse lately, hasn't it? I think everybody's been busy doing everything. Hold on, just give me 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. Hey, 71. Good to see you, Blissful. Good to see you. BB, good to see you. And anybody else catching this later on or on replay. Oh, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing all right, especially with everything going on. Yep, chilling out. We should be chilling out, shouldn't we? You know? That's the ginger way of doing things, man. Just chill out. I have to definitely, I tell you what, I had to step away just for a second, just a couple minutes ago, because my daughter's cat wanted in. And you could tell that because she turns the doorknob from the outside. And you hear it going click, 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 and it makes the dogs freak out. You know, because Chihuahuas are 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Hey, what's up, Texas? How you doing? Oh, and hello to Beardy, too. Until Beardy gets a name. Get on that, Bliss. You need to name the beard. Hey, Urban, what's up? My son, my sweetie. Mama kisses your little bald head. Anyway, how's everybody feeling tonight? I know you're chilling out, 71. Everyone handling this chaos lately. You know me. I take a chill approach to everything. I know that a lot of people are getting upset and taking things the wrong way here and there. Hey, Barb, good to see you, sweetheart. I'm noticing that a lot. I usually don't like talking about these things, but you know what? Um, I don't know if it's the mom in me or, I came from a family, so I like to see things from all perspectives. I'm just like that. Um, so if I say something, it's usually not meant as a criticism. It's meant to help you. So if someone takes that the wrong way when I offer advice, it's not because I'm trying to shove it down the throat. It's just people out here need to start thinking before they speak. They need to start looking into things before they jump. It's not really a good idea. You know, people end up with hurt feelings that don't need to be hurt. Uh, it screws up friendships. It's just not a cool thing to do. Sit on your damn hands, shut your mouth once in a while, and listen to what others are saying. You know, I get so tired of people getting up on platforms and just screaming at people and preaching at them, right? It makes no sense to do that. They get like one thing in their head and they stick with that. That's that's a lot of people, they'll just stick with one thing and that'll be their sticking point. It's a lot of times in these situations there are so many other contributing factors around that you have to take into consideration. Hey, Kraken. Good to see you, honey. And, you know, I'm not a hot headed person. Hey, I'm a redhead. Doesn't mean I'm hot headed at all, but I can be if I have to be. I'm, I mean, corner me and find out. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Bones. Good to see you, sweetheart. I'm seeing people. That's something I need to discuss too, Bones. I'm seeing people that have been off the platform for months being discussed. Nope, not cool. You know. 71. I'm not hot headed. I'm total angel. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, sugar. You're a total angel. Fiddly D. Oh, speaking of, where's Fiddly D? I haven't seen Fiddly D in a long time. That's all the what I don't know. I'm one of those people that's like, I'll admit when I'm wrong. I'll be like, dude, I was wrong of me, or I misjudged this. Usually, I don't misjudge a situation because I keep my mouth shut and weigh other things before I jump. I'm not easily triggered. Yeah, exactly, Bones. Mention her, and I might lose my shit. Yes, she's been gone for months. She's been gone for months. And even if I wasn't cool with, her, which I am cool with her, I adore Kelly, I still would have said something, like, hey, she's been gone forever. Why is she, you know? And I don't, and that's nothing against anybody who was discussing it either, because there's some people who were saying that just, not cool. It's not 71. It's not my fault. People attack me stupidly. Well, that's what I what I see is some people are, and it's not just one or two people. I see that there's a rash of it because you got so many people on YouTube, you got so many people in the world, right? You're going to have different personalities, and personalities will conflict. There'll be a conflict here and there. It's how do you handle the conflict? How do you resolve things? You don't do it by jumping the gun. No, that exasperates and makes the situation worse than it needs to be. It's, I mean, that's all I advise when I'm in chats. I say that is know the history before you weigh in on it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep joking around, but it's seriously, somebody needs to get on that idea. Somebody needs to get on the idea of having a Crama or this corner of YouTube, right? Uh, History 101 channel. So people coming freshly in the last few months can know, get a rundown for the last couple of years of behaviors and patterns, and then know what they're dealing with. Like I always advise anybody coming in, do not get involved with group chats or Discord. They are the devil's playground. Hey AJ, good to see you, sweetheart. Yes, there you go, Urban. Even a documentary, that'd be great. We need some future filmmakers to do this. I mean, and the thing is, it's not like somebody can't um go to, let's be honest, AJ's got clips from the last couple years. Go to Angela, she's got clips from the last couple years. Go to these clip channels who have collected this information, or they get together and create this history class. So, and it's like, hey, a mission into this area. You need to know your history, know what you're stepping into. Yeah. And that's what, you know what? That's part of being part of a community. Like, respecting everybody's viewpoints. I'm sorry, but pointing fingers is not exactly the way to go around here. You don't just jump the gun and start pointing fingers around here because you don't know, and it's not it's not conducive, and it's not fair at all. And I'm a Libra. I'm all about fairness. I look at things from so many perspectives. And let's talk about that chat the other night. Anybody want to talk about that? You know, if y'all want to discuss it, put a one. Because you know how we can discuss things here calmly and rationally. Everybody is welcome to their opinion. Everybody is welcome to their viewpoint. Um, you're a hard ass Kraken. You don't respect everyone's point of view. Well, fuck you, Kraken. Just kidding. Fuck yeah. I am offended by you being offended by what I said that offended you. You're gonna have Dippity be your partner in crime. Dippity, are you 71's trainee? You better watch out, man. See, I can discuss things and be lighthearted and be respectful. Why can't everybody? You know what I'm saying? I know my optimism really pisses some people off, and it annoys other people. But you know what? Fuck that. Um, I'm entitled to my opinion just like anybody else's. But I really think that when you start going at chatters, you've lost your point. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, Kraken, shut up. No, you're not allowed a viewpoint. You know what, though? I tell you what, anybody else would guess because I will say somebody went out there with her stuff, and I'm more like, here's some sugar here. Um, I get what you're saying, but can you see it from this point of view? Somebody was like, would be like, fuck that. Listen, you twit. Oh my God. I can't do chocolate covered marshmallows. Chocolate, yeah. There's something about marshmallows, like the feeling on my teeth. Yeah. But I will say this, and to whoever's in chat, whoever's listening, people need to calm down and look at all things. Stop running with your stories. Stop spinning what you think's going on. Stop spinning what you think's going on. Look at everything. I think that there are some people that are triggered easily. There's some people that are not like me. I'm like, what, Um, I'll, mm-hmm. She has a backbone, and here's the thing: I have a backbone too. But, and I know I'm not invalidating what having a backbone, but I know how to get my point across respectfully, and I know how to get my point across to where I'm heard. You know, it's easier. I I think when people get to that heightened state where they're so emotional and they're triggered by everything, it's hard to see the forest through the trees, right? Right? It's hard for them to because they're seeing red. They're not. So everything you say is twisted. Everything you try to get across is wrong in their eyes. But what people got to realize is even when they get up on these platforms, just because you have a channel or you have a platform doesn't make you any better than any other sub in this area. It doesn't make you any better than any other creator. You're a person talking on a YouTube channel. So, I mean, some people get big heads, others don't. Others are like, whatever, it is what it is. Right about a lot of things. I wish I could be more like you, but I don't trust many. I simply will cut a fish. Kraken. You know what, though? I mean, there's sometimes that I wish that I was more like that. You know, sometimes I feel that way. Sometimes I feel like I could cut a fish. You know, but if I honestly say something, if I'm going to voice something, whether it's as a chatter, as a sub, as a mod, if I'm saying something, it's because I'm not good at keeping my mouth shut. I'm not. I will admit I'm not good at keeping my mouth shut. I'm like that in real life. I'm like that everywhere. There's nothing wrong with being passionate about that. And that's how 71 is too, Crack. And you're both like that. It's like, don't come at people I care about. And I try to be neutral as all get out here. I do. Do I sometimes step in it for 71? No. Everybody thinks that. Here's the thing. She is more than capable of handling her own, and she does it damn well. But if I'm backing her up 100% on something, it's because she is right 100%. Okay? That's, uh, if I keep my mouth shut, it could be because I'm only 80% sure or 50, But if I'm going to say something to try to diffuse a situation, there's a reason. Because I see a lot of things that escalate that do not have to be escalated, period. Yep. Hey, Jill, good to see you, honey. You troublemaker. See, and this is what's funny. Think about it. If Jill had a platform, I guarantee she'd be up here talking just like I am on a lot of these topics. Does anybody else's phone autocorrect that? Like when you go to type in Jill, it goes Hill? My phone always does that. I cannot train it to say Jill. I have to keep going back. Yeah, 71's bigger than Jill this week. You have, you got to step up your game, Jill. 71's past you, man. Step that game up. Damn. Now there'll be a live about, damn that Ginger, she's encouraging these people to be mouthy. Yeah, you got to make your own snacks. I made you dinner. You can make your own snacks. And it's not, I'm telling you, it's not, it's becoming a disease. It's all over chats now. You know what I'm saying, Kraken? It's not just Granny's chat. They're coming after other ones now, too. It's just insane. See, gotta have love in this room, right? Gotta have love. Love is in the air. That's right. No, 71. Don't take that from her. That's all she has, according to anybody else. Oh, dude. 71. Mr. G says, shut the hell up. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get the wrath of 71. She's gonna send the cat mafia after you. That's right. You can run faster scared than she can angry. Right? It's but but the thing is, when people come out here and they just fly off the handle. Fly off the handle. That's not an adult thing to do. It's and yeah, yeah. And shade, don't don't be trying to toss shade at me. Kraken, is it that they're intimidated or that they're just confused by what she says? I'm thinking that that might be it. Mm-hmm. I know. Oh, Jill's behind. She's trying to catch up. Put it on two speed, girl. That's what I do. You, have any of you done that? Like, there's some people that talk super slow, and you're like, okay, if I put this on 1.5 speed, okay, still slow. 1.75 speed. And then I'll listen to some stuff in 2 point, or in the 2 times speed. And then Mr. G will hear it. He goes, your friends sound like chipmunks. But I understand, that fast. In my defense, I'm always heavily medicated. There you go, true. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Good, how are you? You're not Mark. I'm not a climatologist. I don't know nothing about that. Yeah, good. I don't think you learned that in cosmetology school, but climatology school. Climatology, okay. Right. But I see a lot of people out here that get hurt because they misread situations and they just start a narrative and they run with it and they gotta come at people, and you're just making yourself look like an ass when you do that to the rest of us rational thinkers. It's like, if you're wrong, stop doubling down. You, sometimes you just gotta walk away. Okay, good, Mark. Oh, wonderful chat. See you guys later. No, there's no naked women in the room, so Mark, Mark will lose interest. No, Copa. Hey, Baroness. Hey, sweetheart. There's another free thinker that like analyzes everything too. Copa. My algorithm. I don't know how I wasn't subbed before. Happy I'm here now. Well, welcome, Copa. Copa. Copacabana. I know. We like to have fun in here. You know what? I analyze a lot of things too. Sometimes too much. I overthink things sometimes. But you know what? That overthinking keeps me from stepping in a lot of crap. I mean, I think that it just seems like every week there's just something that comes out that's just, whoa, this is what's going on. Like last week was last week the whole, no, it was 2 weeks ago was the whole Mexa debacle with poor mama and Boots and them. This week it's Mrs. P. No, we are not invading Canada. Okay? Some people on here are from Canada. You can't tell them the master plan. My goodness. I dropped a bombshell that Milan blocked me because I made peace with Barb. Oh, no. How dareth you? See, that's the other thing. I don't care who's friends with who. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. But in the same token, it shouldn't bother anybody who I like and who I'm friends with. You know what I mean? What's up, Nugget? Time out? Hold on. Okay. Hey, Gary, how you doing, honey? Oh, you got Texas a volumizing beard kit. Well, you need to get on naming that beard because, Beardy is just not a good enough name. Uh, yeah, I, I'm just gonna say that's like I'm gonna put it out there. What happened the other night with the comments? I love Cherokee. Okay, I love Cherokee, but she was she did say what she said, and she was not lying. She was telling the truth, but I don't know if the timing was off or what. Now, those got deleted. That should not even be discussed from now on. That was taken care of immediately. I'm not even a mod there. Um, I did say that just things don't need to be blown out of proportion. Stop, don't make it a bigger deal than it needs to be. And I'm on the chopping block for that. No, 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 no. Anybody who knows when you take somebody who's volatile and you add fuel to the fire, the flames get bigger. Don't blame someone and everybody else saying, hey, let's just stop. Don't blame people trying to put the flames out when you're putting fuel on it. Okay? Don't. Um, and that's nothing against her, nothing against Sophie, that's nothing against Mrs. P. It's just some things you gotta let go. And exasperating situations doesn't make it better. To get up on a soapbox and all that. Because I'm telling you, I'm a mother of five. I'm a mother of five. And I wouldn't like certain situations either, but I keep that. Hey, Betty. Good to see you, sweetheart. Scoop. I didn't see you come in, honey. But let's just say when you're dealing with someone who has emotional like dysregulation issues and has a hair trigger, don't feed them negative stuff. Don't feed them stuff. It just will blow up. That's all my point was ever. I wasn't siding with the whole, oh, let's talk about kids. No, I wasn't siding about that. No, it's just, I'm not saying sweep everything under the rug either. I'm just saying some things you don't make worse. And that's what 71 was basically saying. Nobody's being thrown under the bus. The more you freak out about it, you throw yourself under the bus when you do that. I mean, it's like, don't run out into, the rest of us are going, please don't run out in front of that bus. And you get hit by the bus and get mad. Just take time to relax. Sit back. Do not blow things out of proportion. Do not make things worse than they need to be, because that's when it's stirring. Yes, exactly. Baroness, you have it. Jill's got it figured out. I've got it figured out. Everybody who's been around for the last couple of years knows that there's a cycle. And yes, did I talk to her on panel the other day? Yes, because I'm just, people don't get upset when she blocks you, and that's fine. I don't mind being blocked by her. I don't want to set her off. I don't want to contribute to her pain or her misery or anything like that. Doesn't mean I want to be her best friend or braid her hair, okay? It's just some people feel differently than others. Some people feel it at a different level than others. And we don't know if we're not inside those people, right? But it's a ticking time bomb. You want to see Bliss's smile. Bliss has a beautiful smile. She yelled at me for saying she was telling a story. Yeah. Remember? Oh my God, I remember that, Urban, when she went at you for not saying hello. When you said hello like 5 times to her. Oh my God, I remember that. You know what else I remember? I remember giving you shit and teasing you because every time she saw you in a chat, she was like, Irvin. And then she'd start talking about Hawaii and stuff like that. And she changed everything to Hawaiian stuff. Well, she might really like Hawaiian stuff and the music and all that. But it was so funny because it's like I was like, Irvin, she got a thing for you, boy. He's like, shut up. Sometimes you have to be speechless, right? You have to go, what? The karaoke? No, no, it's Cherokee. What is it? Oh, chicory. Chicory. And that's the thing. You have to take everything into account. Like consistency. How many times have I said that? How someone is consistent, right? And Cherokee's been pretty consistent all across the board with her views on everything. So judge her not for that one chat. It's like seriously, go by how she is everywhere. She is an awesome person when you get to know her. So it's and of course I'm going to get roasted and based, and I'm going to get raked over the coals for what they perceive defending her. But I'm saying in all fairness, her being a consistently fun, decent, awesome person, right? As compared to everything else that's going on or has went on, right? I mean, I've chatted with her more than I have anybody else in the equation. She's just a decent person. Welcome back, 71. My girl. My twisted sister. I don't want that to be taken away that, oh gosh, Ginger's just a horrible person because she isn't bashing Cherokee and she isn't going for her throat. Um, no, that's not how I operate. I take into consideration everything. And she has a history of being a good person. And she just doesn't like someone, and it did get a little personal. I will say that. I'm not defending the fact that it got personal. But I'm not willing to throw her out, like throw the baby out with the bathwater just because of an incident like that. I'm just not that way. And none of us should be that way. Exactly. Thank you, Blissful. That's what I'm saying. It's not, I mean, none of us are always right. Okay? None of us are. But we can't condemn somebody just because it's not PC. You know? And I've even said that. I told Cherokee myself, I adore her, but I don't agree with everything. Just like I don't agree with everything 71 does or says. I don't agree with everything Copa says. Jill, I usually do agree with. No, just kidding. Ginger, you always have a great. Oh, thanks, Kraken. Good to see you. Yeah, you're right, Urban. Two people can be right at the same time. And that's true. If you look at it, you sit back and look at it, you know? And then there's just some people are, it's like water and oil, right? It's not, yeah, I always agree with Bones, though. I mean, let's just get that out there. Because Bones is laid back and chill like me. Until you come at somebody we really care about, then there might be an issue. A bitch might get stuck. I love it. Bones. Oh, hell yeah, there will be. But here's the thing, you handle things with grace, respect, and dignity, and that's how you resolve issues. You don't make 75 posts dragging everybody and their damn dog, or or a whole bunch of videos going at people, or and this isn't specifically aimed at, I just see it all over. The threats. The threats. Oh my god, the threats. Seriously. It's insane. The threats are just wrong. The passive aggressive mean girl stuff that's going on right now. Not cool with me. Not cool with me at all. Joshy! Hey, sweetie. There's my little sunshine. Cherokee is, yeah, she'll understand. And it's also, I mean, and that's all we need to say is like, hey, she's been a good person across the board. She has issues with a certain person, or if she has issues with someone, she's not afraid to say so. Um, and I'll leave it at that, you know? Doesn't mean we condone everything everybody out here says, but still, we can offer some people grace. We can offer them compassion, understanding. You don't have to scream. You don't have to shame people to see your point of view. That is not the way to go about it. Flipping out and screaming at people to see your point of view only makes you an asshole. Sorry. It doesn't get your point across. It just makes you look very manipulative and hateful. People don't like that. It's like people will run. Run if you see someone that controlling. Run. Hey, Case. How you doing, sweetheart? Oh, that's okay, honey. I hope you're feeling better. I mean, if you have an issue with someone, don't go around making posts about them or dragging them or pointing fingers or even worse, going behind the scenes, messaging and talking shit. I'm sorry. That's not cool with me. That is not kosher with me. Do I have friends that I talk to? Yes. But they are not mean and they are not snarky like that. And they are very far few between. And there's, no group messages. There's no, it's an individual relationship with each person that I don't run around and say, oh, look at Tiffany. Oh my God. I'm going to call her Sniffany or whatever.
Oh, look at Bethany. She's such a bitch.
Bethany. Oh my God. What is that character you and your sister say? Rebethany?
Rebethany.
Oh my God, Rebethany. Oh my God.
And they always, like, there's Rebecca, there's Barbara.
Hey, I have a friend named Barb.
No. Barbara is Rebecca's mom.
Oh, Rebethany's mom?
No, Rebecca.
Oh, Rebecca.
There's Rebecca, there's Bethany, and there's Rebethany. Rebethany is the one girl those two pick on. They hate her. And she hates them, and they just scream at each other.
I just love how you and your sister have these characters you've so well developed. Oh my God. Yes, the real behind the scenes fuckery is real. And this is the other thing. Okay, and people are probably thinking, yeah, think you're better than anybody else. No, I don't. It's just, I don't immerse myself in that world for a reason. I don't want the trouble. I don't want several voices in my ear telling me bad things about people I might have developed a friendship with or respect for. I don't want that. I've talked to Urban. Urban will tell you. I'll talk to him once in a while, but we don't talk about this shit. It's usually our families. You know, Urban's an awesome dude. He's my baby boy, but see that doesn't count because he's my son. And it's not like we're on every day going, "Oh, Urban, did you see what Rebethany did?" Because some of us have lives. You that's awesome, Case. Especially with all the health issues you've had to go through. I mean, it's got to drain you that way too. It's like you just got to recharge sometimes. Look at Jessica. She steps away for days on end. I do that. I step away from days on end. I think when you, and I mean, and she may agree with me on this, or anybody who goes live might agree with me on this. It seems that sometimes the more frequently you do go live, that you can get immersed in what's going on. Um, it's like you absorb all the toxins. You know what I mean? And then you get enveloped in this. It's drama or stuff. You are the weakest link. You know what, Irvin? You're the weakest link, bitch.
Wait, what?
I just said Irvin was the weakest. He said, you are the weakest link. He was just replying to somebody.
Yeah. Irvin's the weakest link.
Oh, sibling rivalry.
I'm the strongest.
You're very opinionated. I'll give you that.
Opinions make the world go round.
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one.
Yeah.
Two if you're married. I'm just kidding.
You have 5. And I'm the biggest pain in the asshole you've got.
You know, that's awesome. Never compromise your integrity for bullshit out here. That's all I have to say. It's like I like who I like, and I've stuck by who I liked from get go, from here and there. You know, don't try to infiltrate that and think that, ooh, I just don't like having people in my ears. That's why I don't do shit. Oh, look. Notifications, yes. That's nice.
Yeah, there's stuff you get on.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's like, it's my internet bill. It's been paid. Oh, big surprise.
It's been paid.
Oh my God. How did I know I really needed a notification to tell me I paid my bill? Oh my goodness. What a world we live in. Yes, if your family can tell a negative difference in the attitude because of who you watch, listen to online, that's not good. Yeah. It's like I truly believe you absorb what you surround yourself with, right? And it's like, I mean, do I go to everybody's live, every single live? No, I don't. I don't. Um, but I do enjoy going to them. And I don't really like being up here half the time because the only reason I talk and talk and talk, that's why. Because I have an opinion about everything and I can't keep my mouth shut. uh,
No, seriously, help. She won't shut up.
those notifications kill me. Like, it hardly hurt. And now you remind me again, right? It's like rip that band aid off, pour some salt in that wound, and tell me I'm broke. Like, I think I got one yesterday. I got two. I got the electric one, and I got one from the gas company too. It was like, we have taken your money, but I'll probably get one tomorrow. Tell me what my next bill is, because that's how it works.
Mr. G has some gum.
Yeah, you want his gum?
Yes, hand it over.
He probably ate it all. Yeah,
That old fart ate it?
it's his gum.
Yo.
I got some. Let's see. I got some glucosamine for you. You want some of that? No, you don't. It's for joints.
It'll kill me faster.
No, it won't kill you.
Fuck.
Go get ready for bed, you nerd.
No.
Uh, Here, you can take one. It'll help your joints. You won't get pains. But I wouldn't suggest more than one. Oh, lichen slide? Oh well. I never watch him anyway. Yeah. Yes, exactly. You paid your bills. Then it's like 2 days later or within the same week. Your next bill's due on this such and such a date. Yeah, not only did you remind me I already paid you, but you got to remind me I got to pay you again. Really? That's downright harassment. Oh my gosh. Mm. You know what? I probably shouldn't say this, but I got to point it out. Is it okay? Tiffany, I want to talk about last night. Is that okay with you? If not, just say nope. Just respond nope. Because I found it really funny. Okay. And it's not delving too much into that, but so somebody went live and was actually on their feels and had a live basically going blaming people or whatever for stuff she did last year or whatever. It doesn't matter, but I think this is the funny part of it. She was getting messages from Lycan. Then Lycan comes up on panel and derails her whole grift. Because it was like, oh my God, people hate me and you can say what you want, that kind of thing. And then it was basically, hey, I don't know if Lycan said, hey, wait a minute, some of my people are over here and they're going to be giving her money. I better stop this show right now. And then it's like, get out of my wallet, get out of my wallet.
Speaking of money, no.
And he was like, basically, get out of my wallet is what it was. He gets up on panel and boom, immediately it turns into, I'm going to bash Tiffany. And I am going to talk about the same shit I've talked about for the last 3 fucking weeks on every live I've ever had in the last 3 weeks. The same verbatim bullshit about how what a horrible person Tiffany is. And it was like, do these people not see that he just derailed this other person's moment and her ability to get light bill money with his bullshit? I was like, dude, that's what it looked like to me. It was like, oh my God. It's like, so was he trying to keep her from soaking his, like they share subs? It's like, man, you're killing my wallet here. You're killing my wallet. But it was so crazy because it's like, what he got up there and started saying, he has said on like everybody else's panel that he's gotten on in the last 3 weeks. And the same thing he said on his own channel several times. And it's like, how many times can these people hear it? Hey, Captain, how you doing, honey? Exactly, exactly. And okay, that's my issue with that person too. It's like nobody else is as needy as that person. And there's nothing wrong with asking for help. Well, there is when you're asking for free freaking live. It is a problem when you're asking for it constantly. It goes beyond charity. You're abusing charity at that point. It's and you know what? I'm not saying this stuff to defend anybody in particular. It's just I see that what he was doing to Jessica, he's now doing to Tiffany. And if he's not talking about Tiffany, he's talking about Jessica and what horrible people they are. And if he's not doing that, he's talking about AJ or Skady. I mean, Scotty, sorry. Why did it? But it's like, it's always these horrible women, no, 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 no. But it's like you go into somebody's chat, you come up on their panel, you stick to the topic, unless you are purposely derailing it. Aw, it's even a puppy. But dragging, you know, it's like when you take every opportunity you can to drag people, It's not a good look. And I'm saying that from a neutral standpoint. Well, Bones, you're good at predicting this stuff too. I am too. Because I could tell you how a lot of stuff's going to turn out. And, but I'm just good at predicting this stuff. It blows, I mean, you can tell. People, I've always said that people are predictable. People are predictable. Their behavior patterns do not change. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this for Tiffany. She went in that chat. Now, she wasn't just in there like bugging people. The guy was dragging her for a while before I popped. Somebody told me, hey, go look at. And she was in there, or he was on for a while doing this drag. And she comes into chat. And what amazes me is the same people that were up her ass sideways telling her what perfect woman she was and how wonderful she was and blah 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 are the same people just ripping her apart. It's like, dude, pick a freaking pick a mm. And they'll be like, oh, but you guys are nice to her. Here's the thing. I don't recall Tiffany ever doing a live dedicated to freaking us subs. Like, you're a piece of or dragging on people. I've never seen her do that even when she was with him. I never saw her do like, hey, I'm going to do a stream on Ginger because she was in Coach Eli's chat. Now, we disagreed in there. Tiffany and I did. But, and I was like more aggressive towards her than she was even towards me in that chat. Because it was, I guess, a territorial thing because it was like, I'm a mod here. So I need to try to keep things, you know, pro the creator or you know what I mean? Or try to derail this shit or quit the derailment or whatever. You're trying to keep things under tap, you know? Um, but she would bring up valid points. I'd bring up a point, she'd bring up a point. She didn't say, you stupid F and B and go off and drag, you know? She didn't decide, well, shit, we didn't really get along in that chat. I think I'll do a live about that mod in there, you know, like just or my Fifi's got hurt. That's just not her style. Yeah, I mean, it's just banter at that point, right, Tiff? You're bantering back and forth when you're imposing sides. You don't have to you're like, but did you know this happened? Well, no, thank you for informing me. You know what I mean? I'm all for the back and forth, inform me, um, educate me. If I'm missing something, please point it out to me. You know what I mean? I'm open to that shit. I don't think I'm always right. I don't think I'm always wrong. You know what I mean? But, you know, I've never, and that's the way she carried herself over, even when she kept coming into, when she was with him, she kept saying, well, if he's such an issue, ignore him. Ignore him. Oh, that's okay, sweetie. It's okay, BB. If it's an issue, ignore him. No, is why Lycan Legion is managing to be on all the chats. Oh, his dark humor. Yeah, you're right, Bones. The same people who couldn't stand his stuff are now his besties. I don't care. It's like I said, stick to your integrity. You know, and they'll say, "Oh, these same people that didn't like Tiffany are being nice to her now." Well, here's the thing: did people come out here and say, "Oh, I can't, I hate her, I completely," No, it was like, God, that was bitchy. That was a bitchy move. But how many times did people like Jessica say, "Hey, I feel for her. I feel sorry for her. She's going to find out one day, you know? And I've always said the more you come at a person, like you come at somebody like Lycan, right? He is going to gain the sympathy of those around him. They are going to feel like they need to defend him. So you come at him, and guess what? His people raise up. Oh, he's just being mistreated. Oh my God, he's being attacked. So, and that happens. Aren't you like that? If your friends are being attacked, you're going to defend them. They see him as a victim and somebody that needs protecting. Therefore, they're going to protect him. So the more people go at him, the more defensive and angry his people are going to be. I said this about Natasha last year, and it's true. You know, you can't. I mean, you can point out what he's doing wrong everywhere else. Exactly. Tiffany, you saw him as a victim. I mean, we've all been put in that position where we see someone as being what we feel like dogpiled. So then that's going to, go at your heartstrings. That's one of the reasons I had to sit there and keep saying, you know what? Got to sit back. Got to sit back. Yeah. And that's co-signing what he said was just, yeah. There's only so much that you can, what would you say, overlook? But when it's piled on so much, it's just, you can't overlook it. But my whole topic, my whole thing was how he'll get on a panel somewhere else and just derail the whole thing to go on his tangents and basically, to me, inciting hate campaigns on other people. He does it. It's like, oh well, what can we do? Yep, Ginger, it's sit back. Yep, it is predictable, right? How many? So everybody is on board with this. People are predictable. Behaviors are predictable. Okay, you don't know if she realizes he demeans her. Maybe she does, but is it to her benefit to sit around there? Okay, you could look at it from 2 points of view. I mean, just two different approach this from two things. She was once his victim, correct? Now, is she somebody who has a history of being talked down to? Has she been in abusive relationships where she feels that's comfortable to her? We don't know. Maybe. Or you could look at it from this point of view. Or wait, still on that, backtrack. Think about this. Somebody who's continually bullied or has been bullied, and she was being bullied with that. Now, could she make peace with him to make it stop and maybe get in with him so it wouldn't happen to her? Who cares what happens to everybody else as long as it's not happening to her? Does this make sense? Or you can look at it this way. This is going to get me in some trouble. If you look at the history, she was with MRB, and she was up to MRB's butt, and she wanted to be in with her so bad, right? Then when that didn't work out, she turned on MRB for Natasha Cooper. Okay, got that coveted spot on Natasha Cooper's panel, right? Oh, look at me, pay attention to me. And then when that petered out, she ended up floating around. She got her big opportunity again when she got in with Lycan. Look at me, look at me. I need subs, I need viewers. It could be that, or it could be, she's just used to being, she just wanted the bullying to stop, and could be either any of those. Motivations are easy, they're base. Yeah, yeah, exactly. She got the boot from MRB, got the boot from MC, was in a smaller kind of grouping, then got a chance with like and hell. Let's hit, let's freaking jump and grab those skirts, those tails. But Copa, wasn't there something else? There was, what is it? It wasn't Discord. It was some server that she supposedly set up for MRB, and I it's been almost 2 years, a year and a half at least. It'll be 2 years this summer. Yeah, somebody once says 3 jobs at once. Uh, okay, Baroness, and this in this instance too. Didn't he do that? Doesn't he do that almost everywhere he goes? He jumps on the panel the first day if it's a big group of people. Hello, pot, meet kettle. Just saying. Yep, he did. He probably invited her up because, oh, Tiffany's, he saw her picture and she's like, oh, she's cute, you know? Oh, okay. She went on panel with a lot, and I think we're out her welcome. Well, I, okay, I don't know. I mean, if you observe, you can see some people get up and whether it's her or anybody else, this is not picking on her. I'm just going to say, okay, you can tell a lot by how people behave, even on panels and, you know, if they talk calmly, you know, they're just throwing out their real thoughts and stuff like that, right? And they're being rational and calm. Or even, oh, even look at Jessica when she gets heated. She's still talking. She's still got her thoughts there. She gets them out better than I can, and she's passionate. Scotty's the same way. But then you get people that just go over the top with the dramatics and the oh, woe is me and the ah, and I'm sorry. The man's a Southern Belle. A Southern Belle, if I've ever seen one. He is damn Scarlett O'Hara, and he needs, like Tiffany said the other night, he needs a damn fainting couch because, oh, Biddly dee, what do I do? They're out picking on me. Oh, I am so helpless. Will you just help me, everybody? Everybody's so mean to me for no reason. Give me a mint julep, please. Ooh, I want ice cream, BB. And all these people have patterns. All of them, every one of them has patterns. And the manipulation games and the over the top. See, if you notice, there's a lot of with some people. It's they're overreacting it, acting to solicit sympathy or to get people riled up. Okay, that tells me when you're over the top with shit or you got to constantly do shit to put your narrative out there. That's telling me from my unique perspective that you're a manipulator. Mark, I need my taxes done. See a good pick. Oh my god, stop. Oh my gosh. It I'm telling you, these people are, and I'm not doing that to be mean. It's just what I see. You'd have to be blind not to see it when it's a consistent pattern. Yes, exactly, BB. Oh my gosh. The tactics, the manipulation tactics, the lies and the twisted stories in order to solicit people to give you funds or to, like I said, you see these other people that come out here and if they're upset, they're they're aggressive in their speaking tone and they're really pissed and they're going to say something, right? You don't see them coming out going, "Oh, oh, woe is me. Oh, freaking A, these people out here aren't even good community theater actors, okay? Fuck. But, get them dollars. Was that person Tucker? Yeah. I did it first, Tiffany. Tiffany, I will admit that. I thought, oh, she's just too freaking calm. But then when you're like, okay, wait a minute. Um, my kid's asleep, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I get it. I get it. No wonder, because you got to talk like that. Got to keep your voice down because you don't want to wake the kids and they have school in the morning, or even just don't want to wake the kids. I get that. I get that because I've heard you other times on, and you're not doing that little soft voice either. So, yeah, I thought, wow, she's good. Wow, she's good. But then when you, like I said, when you explain that, I'm like, duh, why didn't I even think of that? I usually think of these things like, oh, I bet this person's soft spoken because, they don't want to be heard. But yeah, it made sense. It made total sense. I'm like, yeah, I've got kids. I get it. I totally get it. Uh, yeah, thin walls. Me too. Me too. I love that. Somebody, I think you like it. 71, I think you like it. Oh no, what Jill do now? Jill, what did you do? What have you started? No dumpster fires here. Mm. Oh, good gravy. I think my daughter's going to have a meltdown. Her phone's not working. That could be the end of the world to a teenager. Girl's always in trouble. Even when she doesn't try, she's in trouble. Okay. Her phone's froze on TikTok. She can't get it to power off. So they'll just wait till the battery dies then. Then we'll just reset it. It's not the end of the world. Hey! I didn't see Scotty come in. Hey, Scotty. What's up, girl? Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. No. Oh, shoot. I got to take that down. I don't want that up anymore where it says, hey, you psychopath. People think I'm a psychopath. So I don't want them like taking that screenshot and going, hey, look at that. Tiffany says she's a psychopath. News at 11. Oh, gosh. These people, I tell you, it's like give them an inch and they take a mile, right? Sit back, observe people, actions, behaviors. People are consistent with who they are. I'm just saying. And this goes for everything. People are consistent with who they are. Like I said, if you're emotional, I mean, sometimes and you'll see the difference between when somebody comes on and real emotion comes out, or if it's over the top, hystonic. You know what I'm saying, ladies? You know what I'm saying? You've seen some of this hystonic behavior out here. We've seen some things. See, yeah, okay. And that's what I'm saying. I've consistently been who I am for the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And usually, once I find somebody I really like and I go to their chats, I stick with these people. You know what I'm saying? Because I notice consistency. I appreciate consistency. That's how you can weed out the real from the fake out here. You know what I'm saying? I've known BB for a long time. A long time. I think you might have been one of the first people I met ever out here. Eons ago. I think Jill, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. But you've always been the same person. Oh, 71? Mm, a year and a half now? Up, Case. I've known you since, oh my gosh, couple years now. I was one of her first subs. Yo, I was one of her first subs when she was covering Petito Case. When Case did a hell of a job on the Gabby Petito case. And I used to go over there when everybody was going over to NC. Case would have hers at a different time, but I would go to Cases because she did such a phenomenal job with it. In fact, I believe she found that case before. She was covering it before. 71. Ginger survived being a friend. All right. Do I get a badge? Do I get a like a little trophy? Like a little fake Oscar for that? Do I? Do I? I mean, I can put it right next to my Bible Bowl. Because, yeah, I was Bible Bowl champion in junior high at church camp. I was a good girl. You did an awesome job, though, Case. You did a beautiful job on that. And I enjoyed going in there. Because, okay, the way everybody does stuff different, right? Everybody's got their own, like, style of doing things. And when Case and Mo cover stuff, um, they involve their mods, they involve the chatters. Like, hey, let's all check this out. And discuss. It's more of a group discussion. She'll find nuggets. Mo will find nuggets. Somebody in chat might find something and bring it to her attention. It's like a group think tank kind of on a case. It's really, you're involved as a chatter. You're involved with the discovery of it and stuff. It's a unique take on doing true crime. It's kind of cool if you're into that. I know some people aren't. Scotty, you're a good person. I know you're just saying I'm a bad person. You're a bad person or whatever, but you're also good. So you got to look at it this way. When you're good, you're really good. Get on your bad side and you're really bad. And I think people don't, they take the humanity out of it, out here. Sometimes they just take the humanity out of everything. Hey, yeah, that's what we do in here, Scotty. We razz each other. Don't feel bad. It's kind of our shtick. It's kind of our thing to do. We can discuss whatever we want in here. Everybody's open to the opinion. And guess what? Nobody rage quits my panel. I'm just kidding. No. If I could like fake rage quit my own panel, I would. I'd be like, drop the mic, bitches. I'm out of here. Oh, Morpheus Ginger out. You know what? Okay, I'm going to give you this. We kind of discussed this a little, further back in that there is like there's always some weird stuff going on. And like this is it sounds I don't mean to sound stuck up, but I learned my lesson last year in a group chat. It's like and it wasn't even a bad group chat where we were like discussing anything bad. But people find out you're in a group chat and then, oh, geez, or Discord, and, oh, this is nefarious. But a lot of times there are people that make it bad. There are people that make it bad. And then you got, I'm sorry, but if anybody comes into a community and is jumping right into these discords or group chats immediately, real quick, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea, period. Nobody should have that much influence. Well, you know what? You're good. You're golden, Scotty. You're golden. Golden with me. Do not, like, people should not immerse themselves in that. It's, yeah, people come and go. But the thing is, if people are willing to just walk away that quickly, that's not quality. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's not willing to be respectful to somebody you've been friends with, or you've built a rapport with, that somebody would just burn it, that speaks more for them than you. Smart move, girl. Smart move, Scotty. Yep. See, you learned your lesson with the other shit. When it's like all it takes is, I mean, we can warn people all we want because we've all, there's a few of us that have been in those that know that sometimes it's okay. Other times, it just takes one or two people just to fuck it up and make it bad, you know, or for it to blow up. Well, you don't need to be, girl. You don't need to be a second chance person. You need to, you know, filter, filter them. I don't know. I'm sure that right now you feel very used, and you have the right to feel that way. I think that there's a lot of good people out here, but there's also some people out here that have agendas and don't care what they do or who they walk over or who they hurt. But I've preached this over on this channel before. You get what you put out. Yeah, private chats are great when you use properly. I shouldn't say, yeah. See, exactly, Case. Exactly. And you wouldn't see me going, hey, Case. I mean, and I talk to Case. Hey, Case, don't like this person. Hate them, Case. Case, you gotta listen to Ginger. No. Mm, it's contingent on who you're talking to. And then, you never know. Yeah, that was funny. Oh, we had the nerve to discuss weather, and that was outed. Yeah, Irvin was there. Everybody knows who was in that group chat. 71, me, Irvin, um, Case, Batgirl, I think, and Turtle. God, we're evil. I was talking about a tornado touching down 20 miles south. Oh, that's code for let's take out the internet. Hey, replay, how's it going? Let's take out the internet. We're taking over. Step aside, bitches. Step aside. Ginger's bringing down the wrath of a tornado on your asses. Asked the one reading them out if she was jealous that I didn't ask her about the weather. All right? Oh, no. I think there was something in there. I think in that same chat, there was something in there about my dental surgery, too. And it's like, wow. That's code for I'm going to be on Vicodin and I'm a junkie. Clip that, bitches. Yep. Hey, that expose lasted for 2 weeks. It covered like 6 lives in that 2 weeks. And then she pulled that old crumpet out like 3 months later and tried doing it again. And what was so funny when she played those or showed those group chats the first time, everybody was like, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. The first day. The second day, people were just talking to each other in chat. They weren't even watching. Thank God a lot of cases didn't show. The worst thing in that group chat that was exposed is me saying somebody had said that Kim and Crafton and Jessica Lynn were friends. And I said, they won't be, or yeah, that'll change in 4 months. because it's YouTube. That was the most explosive thing. Mm, replay. I'm so sorry, honey. I know you're sick. I love this. Next week, we'll discuss our weekly menus that will feed our families for supper. Stick around to be continued. Bum, bum, bum. As the chat turns. It was juicy, man. Hey, we discussed our dinner plans. Yeah. Going to the store. Yeah. People's doctor's visits. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. That was such a display of of chicanery. That's okay, sweetheart. Relax, replay. Relax. Don't sit up. Make your tummy move. Your man's being demanding, BB. Well, you know, mine can be sometimes, but then I tell him what's what. Like, yeah, we don't just message each other. Yep, that's right. We don't get all but her if we don't hear from each other for, like if I send her a message and I don't hear from her for a few days, it's not like I'm like, Case is mad at me. Oh my god, my life is over. I'm just like, Case is busy. She'll get back to me when she can. Vice versa. And then, I mean, there's times that I'm like, we may not get in touch for a few weeks, and then it's like, boom, girl, we got to catch up. Uh oh. Congratulations. Congratulations. Awesome, Scotty. You go, girl. You go, girl. I'm proud of you. That's one thing when when you do go into cases, it's almost like you're sitting down at the table. You're all discussing this together. It's a very warm, inviting environment. I find it nice. Here, it's just like, I don't know, we talk about everything. I've done true crime, I've done astrology, but that one, um, I have to. I made it in July and still haven't edited it. Because, I slow bitch. I went to go edit it and then got distracted, by like probably a shiny object or something. Good. Good. Oh, the Gannon Stouch case. Yeah. Yes, you were talking about that. There's very specific things that other people are not delving into that are very pertinent and important to get the whole story, get the whole basic motivation behind the crime. that's that's going to be interesting. I will say that. That is going to be an interesting case for you guys to delve into, especially from what you told me. See, these are the weird, oh, these are the terrible things Case and I talk about. We're so snaky talking about cases behind the scenes. What terrible people we are. Like, oh, did you know this? Oh, did you know this about this case? That's kind of what we do. That's kind of what Case and I do. We're weird that way, aren't we, girl? I know, right? We're just terrible. We're just evil. I'm just saying that, but here's the thing. Scotty's right. There are people that do that, though. There are people that do that, that go and run to everybody and try to spin a narrative, and it's not cool. It is not cool. I mean, if you need to break away from somebody, do it with some do it with some grace. Do it with some respect and grace, especially if someone has treated you so well. That's what I'm saying here. Because if I will say that, and yes, I am defending Scotty, because if she opens up her heart and her panel to you and she invites you into her world, her studio, to discuss things, and you have a good little banter going and a good little fun thing going, she deserves respect for that. Yeah. The thing is, if I'm upset about something or someone, I don't really talk about it with others. Yes. Yes, exactly. Exactly. You know, I don't have to. I mean, if I barely know someone and I walk away, right? Um, if we have a good kind of like friendship going and we don't agree, I will talk to you. I might say, "Hey, it's heated right now. I'm gonna I'm gonna discuss this later, but I will discuss it. I won't go everywhere and tell everybody what a horrible person you are. You know, I'm just no, that's not my freaking style. And I wish more people would have the respect to do that. If there is an issue, if there is an issue, there is a way to talk about it respectfully. If you are heated and do not want to discuss it at that time, please do not go everywhere or make 20,000 freaking CPs or posts or videos or whatever on that person. Calm down, take some time to think, um, and email them, message them, whatever it is you're able to do. Or if you don't have that contact information, which you would think if you're that close, you would have some of that contact information, right? Catch them in a live and go, hey, can you email me? Or, whatever. You don't have to make it into a big ordeal. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. But out of respect for someone, always bring it to that person. Always. Right. You know what? Though when Scotty's done her lives like at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, yeah, sometimes you know, I'll stay up all night just to catch a Scotty morning. That's right. There's no need to be over dramatic with it, right? There's no need for that. There's no need for it. it, it there is no need for that to happen, period. And it does what it does is brings a lot of questions to mind. And it will make your mind jump to places. But it also could be that that when they do that, they it could be a mental issue that we're unaware of, or it could be something. Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to filter that out. You know what I mean? It's so hard to it's heartbreaking, honestly, when I see things like that, where there's rapport, and then you think that these people are your friends, and then something just changes, and it's especially when you've went through as much, when you've went through a lot of pain and stuff. It's almost like it triggers a PTSD kind of situation. Unwarranted jealousy, yeah, it could be. Uh, I can see it. I can see it. I think that some people get big heads real quick. The 71 jealousy's ripe on here. As ripe as a teenage boy's armpits. But that right there is an unresolved issue that it's not. I mean, of course, it's not your issue, right? But if there's, yeah, and there's always jealousy. There's always, you know what? I've got my own band of merry haters. Yeah, I don't come out here to poke at people or hurt people, but I sure got the haters. Granted, I probably don't have as many haters as some of you bigger channels. Case is one of my haters. Ain't that right, Case? She stalks me all the time and tells me, "Yo, Ginger, you're a bee." No, I'm just kidding. Growing faster, or is it growing? Is the list growing longer? Pull out Santa Claus's naughty and nice list, right? Freaking papyrus freaking rolls out. Yes, you do. You do. Yes, you do. Yep. That's the thing. Rise up, and it's not weakness. That's the thing, Scotty. You're not a weak person. And that's what I found out here. I'm a really nice person too. But what they do is they underestimate the human condition, really. They underestimate it because a lot of people out here, if they perceive something, kindness, as a weakness, then they really don't have a lot of kindness themselves. Scotty, I love you. Right? I'll be trying to steal my twisted sister. That's my twisted sister. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. I'm all jealous now. Okay, guys, I'm going to rant on Scotty for the next 2 hours. I am going to drag that bitch. She's trying to steal my bestie. Exactly. Underestimate. See, I don't know, man. There's something about your personality. There's something about your personality. I don't know. I just click. I just am drawn to it. And usually, if I'm drawn to somebody's personality like that, it's like, dude, this person's on some real shit. You know what I mean? This person's real. Okay? That's. It, mm, it's kind of hard to explain. That's right. That's right. You know what? That's okay, Scotty. I won't fuck you without a kiss. Oh, man. See, and that's what I mean. I'm drawn to certain people. I just click with them. And that's another thing. It's like, Case, I love her to death. That's my girl. That's my girl. Case is my girl. I've adored her for, I mean, 2 years. It's just because she's the sweetest person you could ever meet. Does she have the capability to come at you, clawing and screaming? Oh, hell yeah. Do not get on Case's bad side. It takes a lot to get her going. But if you get her going, you better run. Exactly. But was it their loss or did they even have it to begin with? You know what I mean? Yeah. People crack me up. I do. I can read, I told you, you know, I can read people. I can read people like a book. I can read their motives. And people are predictable. They're just predictable. And yeah, I admit I'm a medium. Everybody makes fun of me for it. But you know what? I've been a medium since I was 4 years old. Do I come out here and go, hello, I'm going to do a reading on you and like give me $60? No, because I don't do that. I mean, but I can read people. I don't always do it on purpose. Yeah, right. I'm afraid to read her mind. The chaos. The chaos in 71's mind. Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to say something to that. That's another case of I swear to God, and I'm going to repeat it, and I'm going to repeat it until somebody does it. We need a freaking History of Crama 101 channel. And I said get clips from like all these clip channels like AJ, and get clips from Captain Kangaroo, and get clips from all the people who do clips, and like this like subcategory, this is this person's history, this is this person's history. You know what I mean? So you know what you're walking into when you come into this community. And it's like, hey, you know, they come into our chats, have you subbed to this channel because you need to catch up and get the history before you deal with some people. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, or a bunch of people need to get together and create that channel because it needs to be done. See, BB, you're a clip channel, but I'm saying it's a lot of like pre-existing clips. You know what I'm saying? Like a partnership. You know, a partnership with these different clip channels where, hey, can I use your clips for this? Can I use, you know, get permission like to use them? Multiple volumes. Right? Oh my God, Case, you're so right. See, and the thing is, it's like not one person has to do all this. It, well, okay. Scotty, not one person would have to do it. You could take things from several different creators that'd be willing to, you know? And then it's like, oh, this is the history of this person, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to get really. See, and the thing is, when people just jump into these parasocial relationships, they have no idea. They have no idea. Oh my god, that's cute. That is cute. You know, Case, we might have to work on this. If nobody's willing to do this, we might have to work on it together, girl. Like, here's the history. You need to know your history. It's like, I don't know, because so many people jump into this shit and have no idea. Or they are, then they wouldn't have an excuse. Like, I didn't know. Oh, honey. Could you imagine that? Oh my God. I swear it would take months to, for one person, you know, like, or go live to drag. Exactly. It's like, do not do. How many times do I have to say, don't go hit that live button when you're upset and angry? Always take a few hours or overnight to think things through. Think things through logically. Anyway, sorry about that. Parenting 101. I had to parent and trying to get. Oh, God, that would freak me out. That would freak me out. Like dreaming. Dreaming of being in an aquarium. Oh, God, that would freak me out. Just don't punch your partner out. Is that even an option? Yes, exactly, BB. Sleep on it. Don't do impulsive things. You know, these people that, you know, like usually it's like if I go live, I usually plan to for a while. Tonight, I just like nobody else was doing anything, so I was like, I'll fire up a live. You know what I mean? Um, I'll talk about what I want to talk about and let people talk about what they want to talk about, you know? Oh, I've done that. I have actually, I mean, when I was younger, I haven't done it in a long time where it's like, Um, I had a dream, and then like I ended up like I think I punched Mr. G in the back while I was sleeping. Yeah. What was that for? I don't know. And he goes, you were just complaining and then it's swinging. One thing I've been trying to do is wait 24 hours before I respond to anything online. Yep. If I'm really upset about it, I may wait 48 hours. It really does help. Yeah, and you can put things into perspective. And a lot of times, it's not what you initially, like what you feel in the moment and with everything going on and everything. The longer you take to process it, you're able to say, oh, maybe I misread that situation or I misread that. But it's never a good idea to do things hot headed like that because then you come out swinging and you start hitting people that are innocent or may even been trying to help you. Um, it's just not a good thing to do. It's very hurtful for all concerned. Okay, good night, honey. You have a good night. Get some rest, sweetie. And I see a lot of that. I mean, I think that she held off for a while. Scotty held off for a while before she responded today. Um, in her situation, a lot of people held off on their situations, but yeah, I think there's a Roku button on that. I know. You, ah, somebody lost their remote to their TV, and I have an app on my phone, so I told them to use my phone to run their TV. There you go. I have different tactics depending on the person. It's all strategically planned. Doesn't sound right unless you add the right? What else do we have to discuss tonight, everyone? I hope I've been pretty open and honest. That's the way I am. If it gets me in trouble, it gets me in trouble, I guess. But I don't have to hit below the belt. I never do. I can be honest, upfront, and forthright in a respectful manner. I know some people. BB's like, really? I haven't had to hit anybody below the belt yet. Could I? Oh, please. I could. I could really fucking hurt someone. The backup security 71. Right? I tell you what, though, if I if I defend 71 because like I said, usually if I back her up it's because, I'm it's not just because she's my twisted sister, it's because I'm seeing things in the same light. She'll be like, I don't need no backup. I can handle my own. Uh, bitch, that's not why I'm doing it. I know you can handle it. I know you're good at handling it. Damn, too independent, 71. Way too independent. No. And we can keep the, yeah, I can keep things zen and happy and whatever. I don't have to drag everybody. But you ever notice that that's probably why my chats are so small, because I do not freaking come out punching and dragging people, and you know, I don't come after people like hardcore and shit because I don't have to. And there's a reason behind that. It's not just because I'm nice, it's because guess what? You trip yourself up. I mean, by your own actions. People trip themselves up by acting the way they do. You know, you don't need, some people need to be pounced on. Yeah, some people do. That's what you are good at. But yeah, I agree with Scotty on that. The mistaking people's kindness for weakness. Damn, that's the only thing I will say. I will admit that. Never mistake me for weak, ever. You know, I'm one of 8 kids. You think I survived that shit show by being weak? Nope. Good night, Case, honey. Thank you for coming. I'll wrap this up in a few minutes anyway. Do you notice how many people I put to sleep? Oh my god. Like how many people are like, I'm going to bed. I was just at Ginger's. I think it's time for me to go to sleep. It's like, dude, am I a sleeping pill? I'm that boring. I'll tell you what. No, yeah. Y'all know. You know what it's like. 71 knows what it's like when you come from a big family. You become a scrappy. You become a scrapper. You need a shot of adrenaline. Oh my god, you say that and I get this mental picture of, like you've seen those shows where they like take an adrenaline shot and they jab the heart. I sit there and like I watch those medical shows and they do that and I'm like, damn, how'd they, do that because of the rib cage, and it's like you got to be real specific which area you go into. You're gonna break that needle right off. No, right? Tell you what, I'm so hopped up on coffee right now. Right? You're from a big family too, BB. Yep. And it's like, come from a big family, you scrap, and it's like you scrap. It's like my kids are different because I don't know. It might be how I raised them. They weren't as physical. Need some Godsmack, right? Um, they're not as like when they would argue and fight. There might be one punch or one kick, you know. In my family growing up, you got into a fight, you got into a knockdown, drag out. Furniture was getting turned over, bookcases were getting flipped. Um, Hell, I think my sister and brother took out a dining room table and chairs one day. Good thing they were iron. They knocked them over though. I mean, it was like, it was some rough shit. It was like, nope. That's where you get your practice too. Your fighting practice with your siblings. But you also get your ability to negotiate, and the ability to, I don't know, talk your way out of getting your ass kicked. I don't know. I was the youngest. I had to do that sometimes. Yeah, years of prepping for bar fights. True, it is. It is. I swear. I remember it's like, because I was so much younger than mine. It's like my brother closest to my age was 6 years, almost 7 years older than me, and then my closest sibling after that was 9 years older. So there was a significant difference, in age and size for the most part. And did that mean I wouldn't still get my ass kicked? They didn't care, you know. Yeah, right. Get it. They didn't care. Um, but it sure makes you scrappy. I could take a punch like a motherfucker. But when I land one, nights out. Um, but my brother was like, how do I put this? He was that much older than me, but he was also like, he'd always have 80 to 100 pounds on me because he's this big, like, football player, linebacker type. And I was kind of, I was athletic, but uh, he'd always have that much on me. He'd always have like that much weight above me. Um, so I had to learn, be quick, be quick, dodge, bob and weave. And then, because he would do stuff like that, my oldest brother would be like, I'm going to teach you how to box. And then I would go to wrestling practice with one of my brothers, watch them. So I got good at wrestling, boxing. I was feisty. I was a tomboy. There you go, BB. Yep. Being raised by around mostly boys. Yep. My my sister was more, I mean, the one that was 9 years older was more academic than anything. She wasn't really cut out for sports or anything. And I think when I was, I want to say, 13. Oh, this gets good. I was 13. I was the same size as her. You know, I just went through a growth spurt, 13, 14. Went through this growth spurt where I'd already gotten to 5'10", and she was the same height, but she had like, I think it was 30 pounds on me. She gets me in a corner and she's just beating the crap out of me. And I'm like, really? You really think this is going to fly, And I grabbed her by her head. God, I'm terrible. Grabbed her by her hair because she had this thing about pulling hair. She'd pull my hair out in clumps whenever she was mad. I grabbed her by the hair and I just grabbed her head, yanked it down as I was bringing my knee up and kneed her in the face, knocked her ass back, picked her up, threw her in the corner and started wailing on her. And my mom, and then the next thing you know, she'd been beating the shit out of me for a good 5 minutes. But when I got the upper hand, she starts screaming this. And mind you, she's 9 years older than me. She starts screaming, Mommy, Mommy, help me. Mommy, Mommy, help me. Mommy. Oh, she had two black eyes. I didn't break her nose quite, but she had blood running down. And then I got the talk from my oldest brother that I needed to be nice, or I needed to be more forgiving with her because she's weak. And I need not use my oh yeah, it was gushing, it wasn't broke, but it didn't feel broke. So we didn't even take her to the ER. She could have had a broken nose and I wouldn't even known it. And usually that's what it is when you have two black eyes. But she had two black eyes out of that dealie, Bob. But it was the first time I, fought her back. And then every time after that, she was like, let's go, Or she just jumped me from behind. She had a little temper on her. Freaking saucy blonde. Saucy blonde. See, that's the funny thing. Most of the blondes in our family were the feisty ones, not the redheads. The blondes were the ones that didn't know when to quit. Yeah, we didn't. You didn't get taken to the hospital for especially siblings. You know, it was like, oh, you just get over it or whatever. But we grew closer as I grew older. We grew closer, and then as she got into it with someone, she'd be like, "I'm calling my baby sister." What am I gonna do? Fight your battles for you, big mouth? All you're gonna do is pull people's hair and windmill them. I'm gonna call my baby sister. You'll be sorry. Excuse me. You'll be sorry. I used to love that. You'll be sorry. I'm calling my little sister. Or one of my favorites was there was a girl that hit me with her car twice because I was walking down the side of the road and she was trying to hit my friend and she didn't know which one of us was her target. She just knew one of us was messing with her boyfriend and it wasn't me. Nope, not my thing, right? My friend was. This girl just runs up and she's driving like a Trans Am and she comes up behind us and just like side swipes us with her car enough for us to go flying in the ditch. Yeah, she come up and did that. I got into it with her. I told her, "You ever fucking do that to me again, you gonna be hurting, bitch." And you can't hide behind a damn car to do your dirty work. Another time, we were in front of that same friend's house, and the girl came through and went up on the sidewalk to hit us. She hit me again, and I'm like, "Girl, I know I'm the tallest and the biggest target because I'm 5'11" and I was probably a buck 20, buck 30. So, and the other girl was like 5'4", 5'5", probably 100 pounds soaking wet. But she did that and she rolled up her driver's window and I knocked it out. And I started pulling her through the car. Would have had her out of it too, but the seatbelt was still connected to her. And I was like, don't you ever do that again. No shit. I'm dude, I haven't gotten to a fist fight since I was 22 years old, but I don't fucking play. Yeah, that is so funny. Yeah, back then it was, yep, put some ice on it, you're good, right? Remember, oh, you guys are the same age group as me. It was like the parents and the spray some Bactine on it and you're good. And just grab that Bactine and just spray the Bactine on it. Oh, you got a protruding bone coming out of your arm? Here's some Bactine. Let's spray that. Put a band aid on it. I love that. I need a pit stop. Oh my gosh, my dog just sneezed. Oh, horrible, horrible end of days. Everybody's back there. Dude, it's got to be a mistake. There has to be a mistake. There's not that many people in this room. Trust me, there's y'all back there if you're watching. There's really nothing for you to see here. There's nothing really going on. What was it? Bactine and what was the other one? Just Band-Aid. Stuck on Band-Aid. Because Band-Aid stuck on me. Oh, which dog? I think it was. I think it was Sebastian, the dark one. My little dark brown doggy. I think it was him sneezing. It's usually if there's a sneeze, it's the other one, the speckled, googly-eyed one, and it just takes nothing for them. That's why they have to have blankets all the time. Sebastian's a little won't leave you alone guy. Like he'll come up and he'll be like he'll stick his head under my chin, and he'll keep like nuzzling me, and then digging at me to hug him until like I'll pet him, and then yeah, he has anxiety issues. Now I'm not like my daughter, my older daughter, one of my older two. Like she literally has her dog on Xanax because her dog has anxiety issues. I'm like, really? People are giving Xanax to dogs now? I mean, let's give the dog a Xanny. Mine has separation anxiety. They do. They were rescues, so the first year and a half of their lives weren't that great. But they're not like mean, except for that little speckled, googly eyed mother. I love him to death, but that little sucker will take nips at me if I try to put him on a lead. No kidding. Into days. Into days. I. You know what? I know my cats will be fine because like they'll go out and they'll eat and they'll go out and they'll be like meow because I want to go outside and they're fixed and they got tags so they can go outside and they usually stick to the yard and they'll freaking get birds, freaking bunnies, squirrels, and I'm like, ew. But these damn dogs, if there's ever a shortage of dog food, they'll die. They are fat pampered. Damn cats can take care of themselves, but these dogs, oh my god. What? No human? They would just die of a heartbreak if anything happened to their human pets. Dogs will be zombies. Yeah, like those ones you see in those zombie movies, right? Or like, what was it? Do they have those dog zombies? I know they have the dog zombies in the other one in the uh, but I don't know about the other movie. But you see them in the zombie movies where they are zombified like freaking Rottweilers. You don't see any like zombified Chihuahuas running around because those Rottweilers probably already ate them. I know, and you know what movie I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Resident Evil. Yeah, because I was like, it's a video game. It's not Left 4 Dead. It's Resident Evil. But you know, which I had all those video games, and I had all the Left 4 Dead video games somewhere. But yeah, that's the Resident Evil ones are the ones that like are yeah, like mutated and shit. Oh my god, screenshot this. I forgot the movie. Screenshot it. Screenshot it. You better screenshot that. You better screenshot that. Yeah, come on, screenshot that. They don't understand video games, yeah. I had to give them up. I had to give them up because it's like after so long. I mean, I played them for years. I was a gamer chick. I had to give them up because of the like the more realistic they got and the more like movement. there is in the game, then it would set off motion sickness. I've had motion sickness since I was a kid. It's an inner ear imbalance. And it would just make me so queasy. Sometimes I would throw up from it. Really? Wesley Snips. Come here. I said Wesley Snips, not you, Sebastian. Oh my gosh. What about those? Maybe it's like you see those zombies going like 90 miles, like running super fast. It's like, dude, you don't believe these people ran that fast, you know? Oh, I did that too. The spinning in circles outside. See if you pass out. When I grew up in Kansas, there used to be like during certain months, things would be so dry. I mean, you'd see tumbleweeds in the area I grew up in. Like, you didn't get green grass really unless you watered it like continually. It'd be all like yellow pseudo kind of grass. And oh man, you go out in these like areas and there'd be what we call dirt clods or dirt clods. Anyway, it's where the earth is all cracked and there's just like these big clumps of dirt come up when you grab them because it's so dried out. Um, we'd go out in these, and it's real soft dirt. We'd get up, we'd go spin, like spin, kick it around, and you can make what you call dust devils. And it's like you can make these little 1 foot little dust devil tornadoes moving around, like mini tornadoes. It was fun. Oh my gosh. I did too, but they, or those spinning like carnival rides where like it would centrifugal force would keep you against the wall and then the floor would drop out kind of shit. I used to go on those all the time. Oh, well, two lurkers got bored. Yay! Oh, Ferris wheel. You know, I've not been on a Ferris wheel since. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is terrible. I have not been on a Ferris wheel since 1997. That's how long. Because I was pregnant with my second daughter and at a carnival. And it was pretty much the safest ride I could get on being pregnant, right? And I think I was 3 or 4 months, 4 months. I was in my second trimester. So I was 4 months pregnant up on this Ferris wheel. And Mr. G was kicking it back and forth to where I'd have to look at the ground. And I'm like, you dick. Like, oh my gosh. Did you guys do that? Like when you swing, you would swing and keep swinging and then jump out of it midair and land on your feet. We used to do that all the time. You should have been a stunt. Right? I swear I could bounce off walls when I was a kid. I was like, kids these days, I'm telling you, man. Oh, my kids get mad at me now because, okay, as a mom, I found that like kids will get, if you overindulge them, if you're, every time they get a skin knee or every time they fall down like on their butt, right? If you overreact, they really milk it, okay? They really milk it. So it's, or it's like they'll do that, okay? So I learned with my first, what was it like? when she was like 3 or 4, it was like I started saying, you know what? Like, a kid will like say they just fall on their butt and just start crying. Really? You got all that cushion, right? So I said, because she would cry over everything because she was so spoiled. She was an only child. I went, no blood, no tears, right? And I just kept that up every single kid after that because it saved me the trouble of them like, oh, I bumped into a wall. I'm going to start crying. Nope. No blood, no tears. I better see some damn blood if you're going to be crying. So my kids got so mad about, or not all of them, a couple of them got upset about that. Go, that's so insensitive. No blood, no tears. I'm like, oh my God, seriously? I mean, if you want to overindulge a kid and stuff like that, go for it. You're going to deal with the repercussions of little Johnny holding up a bank and saying it's the banker's fault. Have have big noses, wishing we would talk about them. Nah, you'd have to be worthy of us talking about you, worthy of us bringing up your name. Are you worthy? I don't think so. Yeah, 71, thanks for bringing all these stalkers to my chat. Because, like, I totally know it's your stalkers. I mean, yeah, I have one of the smallest chats out here. Can't be that important to lurk, right? Film this. Nope, they're back. You said there goes another. Yeah. I wish they'd bring you cheese. You know what? They need to bring a whole damn cheese platter. And better bring some summer sausage cut up too. And maybe some club crackers. Give us some snacks. If you're gonna sit back, you better bring the snacks. Bring them damn snacks. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Yeah, of course it would be you two talking in chat. There'll be two people that I don't put to sleep. Ooh, some mustard. I got regular yellow mustard. I don't have any brown mustard. I might have some of the honey mustard or the whatever sweet mustard for stuff. Oh, black olives or green? I mean, I like them both. Black olives are cool for the saltiness. I mean, the green olives are cool for the saltiness. And the black olives are great to put on your fingertips so you can pretend you're a monster. Ever notice that every freaking little kid thinks that they invented that sticking olives on the fingertips, right? Only thing that sucks is as we grow older as adults, we need the large olives to do that. We can't get by with the medium olives to put on our fingertips. We have to have the large or the extra large olives to put on our fingertips now. It's my Frankenstein. Every little kid thinks they're freaking a genius coming up with that when they're 3 or 4 years old. I thought I was a genius. Like I originated it or something when I was a little kid. And then I saw like my nephews do it. And I'm like, you guys are copycats. I started that. You guys are just copying me, you copiers. God, get your own thing to do. Olive fingers are my thing. I'm, I used to stick it on their fingers when they were babies. Like when they were like 1 or 2 years old when they start eating things, right? And then I had one, I had one that just got pissed off at me for putting olives on her fingertips. I just totally got pissed off. Like, uh, I think it might have been Nugget, because it's so easy to piss Nugget off. she, nope, she liked him. Oh man, you should have seen it. Okay, there's certain things you do with little kids, right? And this sounds terrible, but it's the olive fingertips and it's giving them a lemon or a lime, like taking a wedge of a lemon or a lime and then squeezing the juice on their tongues or in their right in between their lips. And then you watch their expression and then they get this like they do a sour face and then it, and then you it's so funny. When they're first tasting foods, it's funny to watch their reactions. Well, most kids get this sour face or they'll pucker their lips and they'll do a head thing where they toss their head back and forth like that's going to get the taste out of their mouth. But Nugget, out of all my kids, all my nephews and nieces, Nugget went and put a lemon in her mouth like that, squeezed the juice, and her eyes got really big and she went, mmm. Didn't even pucker up. You go to take the lemon away, and she grabbed the hand and shoved the lemon wedge right back in her mouth. And I'm like, oh my god, my and the only other person that did that was my granddaughter Piper did it too. And I'm like, you guys are freaks. Like, oh man, that's the funniest thing you can do with babies and infant or little kids when they're first trying a food. Like, look at their faces. It's funny, the reactions. I know they do reaction videos and stuff on that stuff now, probably. But back in the day, that was like, oh, here's our entertainment. Let's put a lemon wedge in this baby's mouth. Boy, shoot. I bet that's worth a CPS call. God damn it, she put a lemon wedge in a little baby's mouth years ago. Oh my god. Anyway, I am going to shut this party down for tonight. I want to thank everybody who tuned in and everybody who's here. You know, going to shut this down so I can make sure everybody's nice and comfortable in their night times and sleeping. Catch you on the flip side.